Hi everyone, today I will present Chapter 12 Metal Casting, Design Materials and Economic. This presentation prepared by Taurade Putra Anasya, ID number 24055311072, supervised by Prof. Dr. Cokorda Gede Tirta Nidya from the Medical Engineering Program, University of Udayana. Introduction. Chapter 12 introduces us to the fundamentals of metal casting. In this chapter, we learn how molten metal is poured into a mold to form a solid part. The quality of casting depends on how well we control the metal flow, the cooling rate, and the screen cake. During solidification, this chapter also covers there's major topics: design consideration, casting alloys, and the economic factors that influence process selection. Design consideration in casting. General design consideration for casting cover fundamental rules such as using uniform wall thickness to avoid hot spot and seam-rip defect, avoiding sharp corners by adding fillets and smooth transition. Choosing suitable draft angles for pattern removal. Proper placement of parting lines, gates, and risers to ensure smooth metal flow and directional solidification. Figure 12.1 suggests design modification to avoid defect in casting. Use ratio of fillets, avoid corners, and provide uniform cross selection. The cavities should be on one side on the casting where possible. Wall selection should be uniform. Ribs and or fillets improve bosses. Sloping bosses can be designed for straight die printing to simply die design. Side cores can be eliminated with this whole design. Figure 12.2 example of design showing the importance of maintaining uniform cross-section in casting to avoid hot spot and shrink cavities. Tabel 12.1 normal shrinkage allowance for some metal cast in sand mold. Metal, gray cast iron, white cast iron, marble cast iron, aluminum alloys, magnesium alloys, yellow brass, phosphor bronze, aluminum bronze, magnesium steel. Design for expandable mold casting. Discuss casting made in sand molds or other disposable molds. Key points include designing mold layout for predictable solidification. Proper rise, sizing, and placement to fit shrinkage, allowing extra machine stop machine allowance because source accuracy is lower than permanent molds. Design for permanent mold casting. Focus on die casting and other reusable metal molds methods. Mains idea. Require more precise geometric control and small draft angle. Products better serve finish and accurate dimensions. Designers must consider high cooling rates and wear on the die. Example 12.1 illustration of pour and gold casting design. Several examples of pouring and gold design in permanent mold and die casting are shown in Figure 12.3. The significant difference in design are outlined here. For example, A. The lower portion of the design on the left has thin wall with no apparent function. This location of the part thus manufactures in subjection to height, fronts, or impact. The good design eliminates this problem and also my die and mold manufacturing. B. Large flat surface always present in casting metals as the dielectric material as they then work uniform A common to avoid this action is to break up surf with ribs and serration on the reverse side of the casting. This appropriately reduces signal furthermore does adversely affect the upper nest function reverse. C function enabled help materials to casting if a good designer to manufacture. A note that to the penis subfilicet desk the longitudinal groove which pro functional exposed. Figure 12.3 example of undiscernible poor and discernible good casting design. Additional design consideration includes shrinkage allowance, draft requirements, dimensional tolerance, and features that support finishing and meshing. Also covers process selection, choosing the most suitable casting method based on part complexity, accuracy, cost, and production volume. Casting alloys. Non-ferrous casting alloys cover aluminum, magnesium, zinc, copper based alloys, and high temperature alloys. Overall characteristic aluminum, likewise widely used for automotive and structural parts. Magnesium very light, ideal for the die-cast products. Zinc excellent fluidity, perfect for small, precise components. Copper alloys corrosion resistant, used in valves and plumbing. Tin or lead alloys used for bearings. Stock lead is limited. Super alloys used for high temperature. Application like turbine parts. Figure 12.4. Machine properties of various group such alloy. Note that even within the same group, the properties vary, particularly for cast steels. Tabel 12.2 Typical application for casting and casting characteristic. Types alloys: aluminum, copper, ductile iron, gray iron, magnesium, malleable iron, nickel, steels, and zinc. Typical application: aluminum, piston, clutch, housing, intake manifolds, chopper, pumps, valves, gear blanks, marine propellers, ductile iron, crankshaft, heavy duct gears, gray iron, engine block, gear, brake, disc, and drums, machine base, magnesium, crankcase, transmission housing, malleable iron from to casting machine heavy duty. Tabel 12.3 Properties and typical application of cast iron. Cast iron gray, type ferritic, ferrolytic, MPa 170. Typical application: pipa, sanitary ware, engine blocks, machine tools. Ductile or nodular, type ferritic, ferrolytic. Typical application: pipa, general service, crankshaft, high stress part. Tabel 12.4 Mechanical properties of gray cast iron. Tabel 12.5 Properties and typical application non-ferrous cast alloy. Ferrous casting alloys includes the various form of cast iron and cast steels. Gray iron, excellent machinability and vibration damping. Ductile iron, higher strength and toughness, used from mechanical components. White and malleable iron were resistant or heat treat for ductility. Compacted gray iron, strong and thermally stable, often for engine blocks. Cast steel and stainless steel, strong but harder to cast because of high melting temperatures. Economics of casting. Cost elements. Casting cost includes material labor, pattern or die production, melting, finishing, inspection, and sometimes heat treatment. Process cost difference. Sense casting, low tooling cost, ideal for low volume runs. Die casting or permanent mold casting, high tooling cost, cost effective for high production rates. Investment casting, labor intensive but very accurate. Effect of production volume. Higher production spread tooling costs over more units, lower cost per part. Low volume project have expandable molds, while high volume manufacturing benefits from permanent molds. Table 12.6 General cost characteristic of casting process. Summary. Chapter 12 teaches us how proper design improve casting quality, how allow selection affect performance, and how economic consideration guide the choice of casting process. Understanding this aspect allow engineers to create better, more efficient, and cost-effective cast products. Okay, thank you for attention. See you.